Revelation 17 verse 1 and 2. Come, I will show you the judgment of the great harlot, who sits on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth were made drunk with the wine of her fornication. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth, the whole world is talking about the new king, Charles III. The same man who has been entangled with big controversies, like the fact that he cheated on the world's adored Princess Diana with the current Queen consort Camilla.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
The majority are wondering, what does a new king mean for the world? Would it affect Asia, Africa, or the America? We will show later in this video his global impact. King Charles is the longest serving heir apparent in British history, but he hasn't enjoyed great popularity with people since more private details about his marriage to Diana became public knowledge. One 2020 poll showed that the popularity of the man who is next in line to the throne is decreasing, while a recent Express poll revealed that the people would prefer that the other royals ascend to the throne. King Charles doesn't possess the charm and warmth that Princess Diana had. He comes across as aloof, and the New Yorker even described him as a snob. The king doesn't always seem to be eager to relate to ordinary people.
Oh God, I hate this. I can't bear this bloody thing. What do I do? Everyone's stinking.
Prince William, on the other hand, has reached out to people much as his mother did. Half of British people think that Charles should step aside for William to be king instead. But no matter what people think, royal law is royal law, and it would be best to support King Charles. Love him or hate him, he has been championing on fighting against climate change and has been tirelessly campaigning for causes to rescue the environment. ABC News says, this is why Charles III will be known as the first climate king. Experts say King Charles III wants to protect the planet for future generations, a passion he has highlighted throughout his decades as monarch in waiting. He used his position to raise awareness, not just in the UK, but around the world. BostonGlobe.co says, will King Charles be a climate king? What does it mean to be a climate king? Britain's brand new monarch, King Charles III, has been an outspoken climate advocate. As Prince of Wales, he spent decades campaigning on environmental issues, organic agriculture, and biodiversity. For all this, he has been dubbed the Climate King. He is a huge proponent of the Great Reset. He is a big proponent of the World Economic Forum. And he is undoubtedly a proponent of everything in the name of Let's Go Green. Charles also attended a series of events at COP26, as did Queen Elizabeth II and Prince William and his wife. King Charles' solution for climate change just echoes the agenda of the papacy's Laudato Si. Let us watch and hear what he has to say.
Similarly, after billions of years of evolution, nature is our best teacher.
Notice that King Charles believes in the theory of evolution. The papacy also believes the same, the theory of evolution and the emphasis of worshiping nature.
Gentlemen, my plea today is for countries to come together to create the environment that enables every sector of industry to take the action required.
He is begging all countries to come together and to utilize all of its sources in the private and public sector to come up with a single globalized plan. We are talking about one world government.
We know this will take trillions, not billions of dollars. We also know that countries, many of whom are burdened by growing levels of debt, simply cannot afford to go green.
King Charles says trillions, not billions, meaning there is not enough cash in the world that is going to be able to fix the climate crisis. King Charles says, here we need a vast military-style campaign to marshal the strength of the global private sector, which basically means this: we need to use companies like Tesla, Mac, Pfizer, etc., and all of the other private companies that are out there, they would also be enforcers of these new climate policies to accomplish the goal that they wanted. Every country's GDP will not be enough, King Charles says. It means that we have to get rid of cash, a cashless society, the digital dollar, and the rise of blockchain would be the solution. This is the same direction the sea beast, the papacy, and the land beast USA is heading towards. One world government before enforcing the mark of the beast. Climate Sunday, counterfeit Sabbath. King Charles congratulates Pope Francis for his great success in battle for the environment. NCRegister.com says, the Pope gave the couple special editions of his encyclical Laudato Si and his two apostolic exhortation, Evangelii Gaudium and Amoris Laetitia. He also presented them with an olive branch made of bronze signifying peace. I quote, the Pope says to King Charles, wherever you go, may you be a man of peace. Charles says, I'll do my best. How can Charles, the climate king, be a man of peace? By enforcing the Laudato Si agenda. The book of Revelation mentions that there are two groups that are specified as being seduced by Babylon in the final crisis. The first are the kings of the earth, portrayed as committing adultery with the prostitute Babylon, the Church of Rome. These are governing political world powers. Their adultery is not literal but spiritual. The coming of Christ with his army to fight the battle of Armageddon is referred to in terms of the kings from the east, Revelation 16 verse 12. Thus saying that the angel comes from the east means that he comes from God himself. King Jesus is the King of kings and Lord of lords. Revelation continually reminds us to take our relationship with Jesus Christ seriously because it concerns our eternal destiny. Today, we must make Christ the Lord of our lives and let nothing come between him and us. Kindly type in the comment section, Jesus is the King of my heart. Thank you, dear friends, for watching. Rejoice in the Lord always and continue to